All right, Internet, gather round because I just went down a rabbit hole and now I can't stop thinking about a 500-year-old painting. You know the Mona Lisa, right? That tiny little portrait locked behind bulletproof glass in the Louvre, the one tourists elbow each other to see for like 20 seconds before being shoved aside by another sweaty crowd. She's everywhere. Mugs, memes, emojis. But here's the kicker. She wasn't always that famous. In fact, the reason she's such a global superstar is basically because of a crime drama. Yep, strap in. Leonardo da Vinci, the OG multitasker. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a painter. He was the guy who invented knowing too much. He painted, he sculpted, he designed machines, he studied plants, fossils, the human body, astronomy, map making, you name it. And when he decided to paint the Mona Lisa in 1503, he didn't just slap some paint on canvas. He went full perfectionist mode. Took him 14 years to finish. And no joke, he apparently spent 12 of those years just on her lips. Imagine being that obsessed with a smile. My man could have just drawn A and moved on. The smile that's basically gaslighting us. Her smile is the reason she's famous. Sometimes she looks happy, sometimes sad, sometimes smug, sometimes like she knows something you don't. Why? Leonardo used this painting technique called sfumato, soft blending without harsh lines, so her expression literally changes depending on your mood and where you're standing. It's creepy and brilliant at the same time. But who TF is she? Nobody actually knows. Maybe she's Lisa Gherardini, a merchant's wife. Maybe Leonardo just invented her. Or maybe, this is my fave theory, she's actually Leonardo himself in drag. Compare their faces. It's unsettling. The theft that made her famous. Here's where the plot thickens. In 1911, an Italian handyman named Vincenzo Peruggia decided the Mona Lisa didn't belong to France, but to Italy. So what did he do? He hid in a closet inside the Louvre overnight, waited till the coast was clear, walked into the gallery, yanked the Mona Lisa off the wall, stuffed her under his coat, and casually walked out. That's it. No alarms, no guards, no Mission Impossible laser traps. The world lost its mind. Suddenly, this semi-famous painting was front-page news everywhere. People even flocked to the Louvre just to see the empty spot on the wall. Imagine tourists lining up to stare at nothing. She was missing for 2 years. Picasso himself was even suspected. Yes, that Picasso. Finally, Perugia tried to sell it in Italy, got caught, and Mona was dragged back to Paris like a celebrity returning from rehab. And just like that, she was no longer just a painting. She was a global icon. Things she's survived. This poor woman's been through it. Hidden during the French Revolution so she wouldn't get destroyed. Smuggled to secret locations in Lubtine so the Nazis wouldn't snatch her. Rock thrown at her in the 1950s. Chipped the paint. Someone tried to spray paint her once. Now she lives in a bulletproof, climate-controlled box like she's the Beyoncé of paintings. Weird details that keep people obsessed. Her eyes follow you around the room. Legit. The background landscape doesn't match. One side is higher than the other. It looks like two different worlds behind her. She has no eyebrows. Some say they faded. Some say Leonardo just forgot. Or maybe he wanted her to look timeless. Also, X-rays show hidden layers under the Mona Lisa. Basically, alternate versions of her face Leonardo painted over. Creepy DLC content. How much is she worth? In 1962, she was insured for $100, adjusted for inflation? Around $900 today. But the truth is, she's priceless. France would rather sell the Eiffel Tower than the Mona Lisa. The real reason she's special. The Mona Lisa isn't just paint on canvas. She's a story. Painted by a genius madman. Mysterious identity. A smile that shifts like black magic. Kidnapped like a celebrity. Survived revolutions, Nazis, and angry rock throwers. And somehow, even 500 years later, people line up just to see her for a few seconds. Not because she's beautiful. Spoiler, she's kinda mid, but because she represents art, mystery, and the insanity of human obsession. TLDR. The Mona Lisa is famous because Leonardo da Vinci was nuts. Her smile literally changes. Nobody knows who she is. She got stolen, and the theft turned her into a celebrity. She's been attacked, hidden, smuggled, but always survived. Now she's basically the most famous face on Earth. And honestly, she earned it. So Reddit, be honest. Is the Mona Lisa actually worth the hype? Or is she just history's biggest case of good PR?